Hello again. I'm here to do a flip through of these three little, this one's a Cub Scout and two Brownie Scout junk journals. I really love these. I'm really partial to these. I spent a lot of time on these and did a lot of decorating and put a lot of thought. I put a lot of thought in time into all of them, but these are just pretty special because I kind of had to source all of the material in here, so they were just fun to kind of think up, and I don't know. Anyhow, we'll get through the flip throughs of these. If you saw my last video, you know that I am trying to catch up with posting videos and listings in my Etsy shop. And so we'll go ahead and get started with these three. I'm hoping to have these listed on Sunday, the Sunday before Memorial Day. I'll put the date in the description box. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks. Here we go. So I did another tie for this one. This one is just a single layer of fabric because it's double-sided and it's kind of thicker. And then I love this. Let's move these. I love this cover. I found this at an antique shop one time, and it's got like this little flocking with some gold flakes in the bear. The flocking is starting to wear out, but it's still so cute. I just love it. And then for the spine, this fabric is like almost the flocking feeling, so it's just kind of cool. So we'll go ahead and look inside. I left the front pretty basic. There are printables from KB and Friends in here. I'll try to point them out. And I have some patches and badges and things, and honestly, I don't know that much about Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Brownie Scouts, Cub Scouts, that type of thing, but I did use some of them for decoration, so they might not be the appropriate, but I think they just add a little bit of character. So this is an image from the book page, from a book page in this book, and just some ephemera and an extra piece of cardstock tucked in here. And let's see, the copyright of this one is 1955, and the images and illustrations are just adorable. I love them. I did take this from a Boy Scout book. And this is a vintage wallpaper tab and a sticker and some tea-dyed paper. Again, another book page image with lots of ephemera tucked in here. This is another patch. So I just thought it went cute with this book. And a vintage postulette. I did make some snippet rolls and washi trim for this book. This is just a little tuck spot here. I believe this is from, I could be wrong, it might be the Girl Scout one, but I think this is from a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout music book. And some matte paper. Here I just took an old stamp and I backed it onto some cardstock and made it into a tab. Little snippet tab here. Some things clipped in. I thought this was cute for like if it's kind of representative of if you went to camp or in your troop or whatever, if you would write the name and the phone number and the address of all your troop mates. But of course you could just use it to journal on. And another tag paper clipped in here. So some of the tags I did not put tops on. They are backed with paper, like this one's some music paper. Because I thought that if you wanted to use it as a tag, you could, but if you wanted to use it as a pocket or a tuck spot, you could also. So that's kind of flexible. And then this is some of the fabric washi that I made. Some more of that wallpaper, some more snippet, another postage stamp, and another little patch. This is a really cute card. I feel like it goes perfect with this. I ain't no Davy Crockett, and I never killed a bar. But I'm pretty good at wishing you the finest day by far. So it doesn't, it's a birthday card, but you could even cut that part off if you just wanted to journal in it. But I just thought it was so cute. Anyhow. And a vintage photo, and this is of a man or a boy hiking, it looks like. Another little patch, some tea-dyed paper. This is super like worn, but it was somebody's Boy Scout card. Fun little memento. You could turn that into a tuck spot or a tag if you wanted to. Another page from a Boy Scout book. And this is a tuck spot here with some things tucked in. I don't even remember what I put in these pockets. Oh, this is another KB and Friends printable, and this is from the paper line. A cut apart and just some plain paper. And some saving stamps you can collage with or make into a journaling tag, and another tag here. Another little, this one's for Cub Scout. I don't remember if it's, yeah, it is the same person. Again, very, very worn. But it kind of gives it character. And then a vintage envelope. Another vintage photo here of two men with their catch. It's quite a lot of fish. And a playing card. This is some wallpaper. And this is a really cool postcard. This is the thing, like these are the things I was saying. I collected these for a long time to be able to make these journals, to find things like this. But it's basically a fraternity camp, but it's kind of all the same thing, and it's called the Lodge, and it's like a little lake view kind of cabin type thing. And then some more little ephemera pieces. This is a vintage label, just some fun things to play with. Memo, phone memo sheet. And a little, this is a Whitman playing card, I think. I don't remember which game that was from, but it's a cute little squirrel with his ball cap and shirt on. Another little patch, and then again, like a travel, this is a diary page from 47, and then this is events and places visited, so the weather and the place and the date. So I thought that was kind of cool for, especially for these journals. So this is some Cub Scout stickers. If I had a boy and he was a Cub Scout, I would totally not be able to get rid of this journal. I just love it. I know I'm partial because I made it, but it's just, I don't know why. Another printable from KB and Friends. And like I said, you wouldn't have to use this for if it was a Cub Scout. You could use this to document your summer camping or any kind of camping, father, son, family camping. These are some vintage seals. Just summer adventures, anything really. You definitely don't have to stick with the theme of Cub Scouts is what I'm saying. And so here's another, I don't want to, these are so old, I hate to take them off, but another little card. And so he was a Cub Scout in 1956, same guy, J. Griffin. And then this is a page from the Boy Scout book with some recipes I thought were kind of cool. Fabric tab. This is a printable from KB and Friends. This is going to be a long video. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to go through the next two quicker. This is some vintage wallpaper. A snippet roll I made for the book. This one is just clipped on. Another Boy Scout book, a coaster. Oh, photo frame and calendar page, a vintage yo-yo. This is just clipped on here so you can put it where you want. A vintage post-it. Really, this is feed sap replica. I think, well, it might not be feed sap, but it is not true vintage. It's a replica. And some tea-dyed paper, and then some more stickers for Cub Scouts. Some of that vintage stationery with the bunnies. So for here, this is the center because I wanted the whole image on one. And so you could either tack this down and make it tucks, or just kind of leave it like how it is as an ephemera. You could even, you know, gesso or paint in these, or put paper and do your own journaling, that kind of thing. But I thought it was super cute, and all the merit badges. And then this is some washi, so it was just the other part of that bunny stationery I had to fold over, and then I put some washi here and made it a little tuck spot with some more vintage stationery. And this, all of these are cut aparts from the paper line, and I did stitch some paper on the back of them. Another coaster, some more stickers, a little green card, vintage label, some more tea-dyed paper. This is some feed sack fabric, and this is a tally card. Let's see. And another label. This is a playing card and a postcard. Some bingo tickets. These are great for mounting mounting pictures on. And that is the end of Terry Bears Win the Cub Scout Badge. So we'll move on to the Brownie Scouts now. So they are two of the same book. Yeah, two of the same book. One has brown fabric on the spine, and one has like a tan brown, this fabric. They both have the same tie. And so we'll just pick one to start with. Again, I love these. I don't really know why, but I love them. So this is Brownie Scouts. And I just put this little patch on with a paper clip so you can move it about. The copyright of this one is 1961. Again, another patch with a vintage post-it. There's some butterflies in this one, and just some really pretty, this is some feed sack fabric that I made into washi. And some of that bunny stationery. Go kind of quickly. I know you guys are probably getting bored with this. Let's see. That's just another vintage photo in the forest. Cute little playing card. Another patch, a stamp, some vintage ephemera here. And then these are images from the book, and I just backed them with some different kinds of paper. And again, if I didn't put a tag topper on, that's so that you can use it kind of however you want. Another really cool postcard that's fitting. So it's at a camp in Jackson, Michigan. Super cute. Post-it, another tag. Oh, I did some vintage postage stamps on the sides of the pages on some of these that I thought turned out cute. Pocket. And just a pretty simple tag here. Some more washi that I made, fabric washi. Maybe similar elements to the last one, just a little bit different. This is a seed packet. And these are all from Girl Scout books, different Girl Scout books that I've collected whenever I can find them. Just lots of things. These are some of those, I think they're called like German scraps, or I don't know. I think they're called German scraps. But they're just little die cuts. They're on pretty thin paper. and they came pieced together on one big sheet. So they would be really fun to use as decoration. This was some vintage wallpaper. Some more snippet that I made. And some more washi. Those postage stamps. Let's see, some matte paper. Oh, this one I made into a pocket. And then I think this was from KB and Friends also. And this is on some typewriter paper. Some more postage stamps and some vintage stationery. Lots of stitching. This is a beautiful postcard. Oops, I'm skipping. And a KB and Friends printable. Some flocked wallpaper, vintage stationery, some more washi tape, book pages, I took 2 playing cards and just made them into a tab here for this ledger paper fold out. That's some vintage wallpaper, some saving stamps and label, postcard, lots of vintage goodies tucked in. So that's the brown fabric spine Brownie Scouts. And I'll go through the second one a lot faster because I'm probably boring you guys to death. I hope not, but I may have to start. I'd love your feedback. If I'm boring you, I can figure out a different way. I can speed things up and talk less, that kind of thing. So this one has some of the vintage trim on the spine. Again, KB and Friend printables. The copyright on this one is also 1961. So this was images from the book. Lots of stitching, patches, playing cards, one of those German, yes, it says printed in Germany, so I think it is called a German scrap. You guys can leave me a comment if you know. Some butterfly seals, fabric tab here. I have one of those little scraps, and then the music paper, and I know these were from a Girl Scout sing book. Another vintage postcard. And another one. I kind of got carried away with the postcards, I guess. But they just looked so perfect for these journals. Let's see. Oh, this is the lodge. Another Delta camp. And you can kind of see the children sitting around it. I think I don't know what they're doing, but maintenance of summer camp for okay, so the Alpha Gamma Delta fraternity has as its international altruistic project the maintenance of summer camps for underprivileged children. The Jackson camp has been continuously operated since 1920. So all of these postcards with the black and white kind of thing like that are all from that same camp. Wallpaper, and this is a true vintage milk ticket. And some more photos, butterflies. Fun things to play with and make these really awesome. I hope these find homes that are going to really fill these guys up and make them super, super special. This is some vintage stationery and another seed packet. There's a postcard. snippet roll tab here, and some fabric just on the edge of the page. Hopefully you guys all know how to make the videos 2-speed, because I would definitely double my speed if I were you. I would not be offended. It's a lot to go through. One more signature. Oh, this is such a cute postalet. And some saving stamps and playing cards. This is some of that same wallpaper. More washi. Some snippet roll, milk cap. Wallpaper. Lots of tags. Just a book page. Lots of fun things to play with. They all somewhere have these seals, or all. I think I did put I put them in all of them. I will make sure all of them come with seals, if I didn't point those out before. And then here's another truck spot. I did the same thing with that stationery. Just didn't tuck anything in the pocket. This I think is so cute. It would be cute to cut out and make it a pocket or a tag. And that is the end. Thank you guys so much. I know this was a long, kind of tedious video. They probably all will feel a little bit like that. But I hope that you guys love these like I loved them. I really put a lot of heart into these. And again, they will be in my Etsy shop on Sunday. I'll put the date and the time when I finalize it in the description box below, so you can go and check them out if you're interested. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.